All right. And out the back of the end zone, and we're going to see Deshaun Watson in this Browns offense first.
Will try to contain Deshaun Watson, as Mike Tomlin said, do not let him escape to his right.
Look how big DeJuan Jones is. Sly says 2-0. Here we go. Get hype, dog pound. Let's see it. They're going to start here in 12 personnel. Both Atkins and David Njoku on the field. Both split out wide. But they're in empty. Empty out of 12. Throws easy, and oh my God. Harrison Bryant. Well, that ball pops out of Harrison Bryant's hands right into right into somebody who drops it, and it goes right to Alex Highsmith. Are you kidding? That's not the start you wanted, right? You want to be able to start out ahead, slow him down, but now you just gave him 7 points here. You gotta get some points here on this drive. Take Harrison Bryant off the fucking field. Long, easy drive, get points here. And so the Browns need to take a beat here. Relax, get a long drive here, tie up the game, play some defense. We know that Pittsburgh is going to have trouble scoring. You just gave them 7 points, but you know that they're going to probably have trouble scoring. So you want to just get a long drive here, get some points, reset the game. The good thing about that is that happened right at the beginning. So you have the most time in the game to make up for it. Ray Rag says Bryant made a terrible play, then a great hit on Minka, but Highsmith was right there. Looked like Bryant dogged the route. Now, I think Bryant got confused on like what his responsibility was, if it was man or zone. Sometimes you get with those drag routes. If it's man, they want you to carry. If it's zone, they want you to sit. I think he thought he was supposed to sit when Deshaun thought he was supposed to carry. That's a good play by them. He kicked the field goal. Take the points. That's exactly what you needed. You needed a long drive, get some points, slow down that momentum. That's it. That's exactly what you needed. Not how you want to start the game, but if you can recover by not going 3 and out, by not giving them the ball back, hopefully you get the field goal here.
He holds it and double clutches it at the top of that draw.
That's in.
By Dustin Hopkins, who's now 4 for.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. Not ideal, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's not good, obviously. It's not the end of the world, though. Defense comes out here, gets a 3 and out, and all of a sudden we got the ball in our hands with the chance to go up by 3. So pick it. There we go. Whoa, Grant Delpit. All right, we're back in business. We got the ball on the 20, and all of a sudden, that opening interception matters less. Grant Delpit out here playing as the third linebacker in that slot and just poof, 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 crashes beautifully. David Miner says, pay Grant Delpit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, he just let him run free there. What's going on in the middle? What's going on between the center and Wyatt Teller? About 43 yards here. It's going to hook out. It's a rough fourth quarter. It's a rough first quarter here. Oh, Chubb, baby. Chubb. He just ran through TJ Watt. He just ran through TJ Watt. Good way to get that because it wasn't there. Oh, it was not there. Good adjustment by Watson. All right. Got out of that quarter. A touchdown here on this drive will be huge. If you can get a touchdown on this drive, I think that will really change the energy of the game. Right now, Pittsburgh's getting a lot of energy, like energy plays. You know what I mean? Like their breakups are even energy ones where we're getting there. They're just making the hustle play. That stuff tends to die down once you start to get more points on the board, right? So, just wait it out. They're all amped up. Everybody's way too amped up right now, to be honest.
John Watson. We're just trying to take a look and see if you can tell where the ball is then when it's recovered.
I don't know how they overturn this.
Watson recovers, but the question is, and why Tomlin's challenging is it then a first down? That was a fourth down play, and if it's not, then it's Pittsburgh's ball.
So he obviously fumbled. Well, where do you spot it?
He's working both games for us. John, that ball gets punched out. And then I guess the question becomes, you see it go back there inside the yellow line where it is when Watson gets back on it.
Yeah, I think as a referee, you take a look at this. There's not forward progress. The ball gets punched out. You can see that he definitely.
Yeah, I just don't know if they can get a definitive spot.
The ball back, and if they need to, take a measurement.
Can they get a spot?
Obviously, as we have said, since those first down lines popped up on television screens during football games, that's an unofficial look.
Now you look and you say, go back and measure, John. They've already moved the sticks. They've already moved the chains on the sidelines. Yeah, but there's several clips on that chain crew that they can go back and put the chains where they need to put them to take a measurement if they choose to do that after moving the ball maybe a half a yard back.
You see Ogunjobi with the ball, but I think the question is more Watson was on it when it came down. He was cradling it, but the ball went backward. After further review, the Cleveland runner fumbled the ball. It was recovered by Pittsburgh number 99 at the 42-yard line. When he took the ball,
Okay.
at the 42-yard line. It took 26 seconds on the clock. With 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Oh, we got to do another quarter break? That's the worst part of that whole challenge. We got to do another quarter break now?
And then Ogunjobi got the fumble.
Oh, fumble! With the convoy. Grant Delpit picked it. Oh, my God. Somebody. The Browns possessed it last, right? The Browns possessed it, right?
Right now, the Browns have it and fumbled it out of bounds. Well, the first thing we have to establish is whether Olszewski actually had possession. Intercepted by Cleveland, then fumbled forward.
Oh, if it's an interception, it's not standing. Was that an interception?
Ron Torbert says interception
I don't know if that was an interception.
in the chest by Denzel Ward. Let's see.
Not an interception.
We bring John in and ask him as well.
It might be a fumble.
It's certainly not an interception. No. That's a misspeak. I don't know.
He does make a football move. That was a hilarious quarter of football. So like, well, what happened? So there's a Watson pick six that's only picked off because Harrison Bryant like dribbles it and then it gets bobbled in the air 2 times and then finally caught. And then the Browns immediately go downfield, kick a field goal. That's been the most normal possession of this game. Then Kenny Pickett comes in there, immediately throws an interception. The Browns miss a field goal. Then we come back. I think Kenny Pickett just has a regular 3 and out. Deshaun Watson gets all the way to the 40, fumbles it on the 4th and 1 go for it. Then they get the ball back there, and Kenny Pickett. No, not Kenny Pickett. It wasn't an interception. My bad. Whoever that tight end was for Pittsburgh fumbles the ball. The Browns pick it up and then fumble it again. But we had possession. So. What a wacky. Strangest first quarter I've seen in a long time. Yeah.
He's done some good things here in this game.
Ooh. Oh, he got hit in his knee at an odd angle there. He's hurt. It looked like when he went over somebody hit him in the side of his knee. I think the same thing happened to Saquon. And Minka's down. He's out for the year. Now this is not good. I mean, this Nick Chubb thing looks serious. Yeah, it looks serious. I saw the hyperextension from the broadcast angle, and when the hyperextension is one thing, but when you see somebody forcibly contact on the side of the knee during a hyperextension, that usually is an ACL tear at the very least. I mean, he's lucky if it's just an ACL tear. Nah, I don't think he's healthy. I don't think he's walking out of that one clean. Yeah, I didn't see the close up, and I don't want to, but you could tell by the way it looked from the broadcast angle that was not good. I need Watson to make his money's worth. If Chubb's gonna be out the whole season, you're gonna need Watson to be that guy. Hey, this is Jerome Ford's big opportunity to show us. You know, he's been doubted a lot in this offseason process. A lot of people don't believe in him. He has a good game here. He can alleviate a lot of concerns. Look, it's going to suck not having Nick Chubb. Obviously, that's obvious, first and foremost. One of the greatest running backs in Cleveland Browns history. One of the greatest running backs in my opinion, in Browns in all time. That's going to suck, right? But you have to be, I talk about this all the time, you have to be able to sustain some blows as a football team. You're going to lose some players. You have to be resilient enough and deep enough to survive that. And this is going to be a real question, right? In Pittsburgh, no Nick Chubb. Are you resilient enough? Are you deep enough to be able to get out of here with the win? I mean, with Chubb being out, look, that sucks. It takes one of the most sure things about this offense off the table. Absolutely, right? With Watson being an unknown so far throughout the season, it takes the most sure thing. Are we trading for Jonathan Taylor? I don't think we're probably trading for. I don't think that. Unless they want to give up Jonathan Taylor for like a fourth or a fifth, they're not going to trade for Jonathan Taylor. But if they can, I don't know. Like, let's also see what Jerome Ford looks like. If he looks good in this game, that might change things. You know, guys like Cam Akers are available. You can go and get Kareem Hunt again. You got multiple options. We knew that Nick Chubb was going to be a big piece to this offense. It sucks that he's not in there, but we also feel like a lot of us were saying it this week that y'all feel like Deshaun can be an elite quarterback. Well, if you have an elite quarterback, the season's not over because Nick Chubb's now. If Baker Mayfield, well, let's not be disrespectful to Baker Mayfield this week. But if Cody Kessler was the quarterback, that's a fair, nobody's going to object to that, right? If Cody Kessler was the quarterback and Nick Chubb went down, yeah, season's over. But the hope is that that your quarterback is obviously not Cody Kessler.
You've got to be able to win on defense, and you've got to win in the kicking game.
Yeah, I get some momentum going on offense, though. Like the two last, honestly, every drive since that second one has just been ugh. Yeah, we can't just keep giving Pittsburgh good field position. Like, the offense has to, Deshaun's got to get they got to get this shit together on offense. It's been sloppy. The guy's been dropping passes. Deshaun's been missing throws. It just has not looked good. I don't think it's Pittsburgh shutting you down. It's just not looking good from an operation and execution standpoint. This might be a defining halftime locker room moment. We might see it. I don't know. But that's got to be what happens here. Somebody's got to take control of the game offensively. We need Deshaun to have a good drive here because it's been disappointing what I've seen on offense. It seems like the offense is bummed out too that Nick Chubb's hurt. But like, at some point we got to play the fucking game. Like, you know what I mean? I get it. We'll have time to be sad about it tomorrow. But they need to play a game right now. And they're down, it's 11-10. The offense has been, it's been, I'm just hoping it's a regular ACL tear. I hope it's not like like most of the time with ACLs, you tear like an MCL or something like that. I just hope it's not like a MCL, LCL, ACL, patella tear or quad tear kind of a thing. Hopefully it's something that he can get back next year, continue to be Nick Chubb, continue to be that dude. It sucks to not have him for what feels like it's going to be the rest of the year. Outside of the Nick Chubb injury, outside of the obvious, yeah, just the execution offensively, just not what you want to see there. Like, it's just the small shit. Honestly, that's what's frustrating about this first half of football for the Cleveland Browns is that, you know, Elijah Moore catches the ball right there, good thrown ball, but for whatever reason, doesn't have the presence of mind to keep his foot in bounds. You know, it would have took like a toe tap. Not saying it's easy, but we're expecting him to make plays like that. So is Deshaun. So, you know, it's small stuff like that. punt return. We let them get plus 15, 20 yards on a punt return. That puts them in field goal range. All of Pittsburgh's points to this point have been without the aid of their offense. Special teams and the Browns offense has given them 10 points. Wide there. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. Appreciate the super chat, Mighty. Hey, when you play man coverage, you're going to get beat sometimes, and sometimes that shit happens. And nobody carried. Oh, my God.
Looking inside to throw that football, and through his progression, they got him to the outside.
Great defense right there. All right. Doesn't make up for giving up a 70-yard walk-in touchdown. Look, we talked about the positives of letting these guys play man and letting these guys kind of be on an island. And we all loved it. I've been telling you there are negatives to this. That doesn't mean you don't do it, but that means you have to accept the consequences of your style of play. And the consequence of the Browns' style of play is that, hey, when it's going right, you're unbeatable. But if somebody makes one error, nobody's there, right? So they have to be more clean on that. I think there was a miscommunication between Denzel and the free safety. Unfortunately, nothing new with Denzel. There seems to always be an issue there with him and whoever the free safety is. Juan Thornhill came down. He thought he was passing off or delivering Pickens to Juan. Juan thought he was coming up to crash, or maybe Juan tried to make a play. Who knows who's at fault there? All 22 is not even going to be able to tell you who's at fault. So yeah, it's the miscommunication. Again, bad habits from last year are going to carry over. You're going to pop up every once in a while. And the offense had not been helping the defense out so much that something like that was bound to happen, right? You keep sending this defense out after 3 and out, after 3 and out, after 3 and out. Something like that was bound to happen. So I'm going to need the offense here to just flat out be better than this. Like, I know Nick Chubb's not there. I know it sucks that he's hurt, but Nick Chubb's not the only guy that makes money on that offense. We need some guys to step up. Where's Amari Cooper? Well, Amari Cooper's been all right, but Elijah Moore, he's dropped a couple passes today. Deshaun Watson has not looked great at all today. The offensive line, it's not even who we expected. It's not Jed. It's not Dewan. What's happening is Wyatt Teller and Ethan Posick are blowing the game right now for them. So whatever is going on, they need to find a way to fix that in order to have some decent offensive drives here, because this is just lackluster. Hopefully Nick Chubb still in the locker room can talk. No, he's in the hospital, yo. He just tore his ACL. He's not there. This is not a sports movie. You tear your ACL, you go straight to the hospital. You don't just kick it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to go get that treated. Probably got to get surgery today or tomorrow. Oh, keep going. Keep going. Keep going, Jerome. He's gone. He's gone. Stay on your feet. Touchdown. Getaway speed from Jerome Ford to get that. That's incredible. I mean, that's incredible by Jerome Ford. Can we talk about Jerome Ford now? Can we talk about Jerome Ford? Can we show Jerome Ford some love? Came back across the opposite. That wasn't we opened up a hole, so you got it. That was I came back and got it myself. We forget how high we were on Jerome Ford last year in the preseason. I mean, the thing is that it looks more like last year than it does like any of the offenses that Deshaun's been in before. And I think that's the issue, right? It's still all the short stuff. It's still 4 yards. It's still 3 yards here. Maybe we'll take a chance every once in a while, but it's not like we're trying to attack these seams aggressively. It's not like we're trying to go deep to intermediate. Like, we're just not doing any of the stuff that we thought was going to be added into this offense. Now, maybe that's because of what the game plan was. And again, even I said before the game started, you play a conservative game, you run Nick Chubb a ton, you'll be fine. But Nick Chubb went down. The offense threw a pick 6 to start the game, and then they gave up a long punt return to give them a field goal. You spotted this offense for Pittsburgh 10 points. You don't do that. This game's 22-9, and it don't matter that much, right? But you gave them those 10 points, and now you're in this spot, and it's like, we got to see them try to stretch it, man. Like, try to attack, do something. Like, we're just throwing, it's like we're throwing 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And that's the concerning thing. Is it just that this Stefanski and Watson thing? Like, is this more evidence that that's not going to work? Or is it Deshaun? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we got no answer for the fucking punter right now. Like, we've been losing this field position battle all game. We spotted them 10. Like, the Browns have played as bad as you can play on offense and special teams. Defensively, I mean, they're the only reason this team's in this game. Honestly, if the offense and special teams just got out their own way, this is a 22-9 game. Oh, shit. Been that kind of night? Yeah, been that kind of night. Been that kind of night, man. I told you I was worried about that Jed Wills Highsmith matchup. Finally came to bite us in the ass. Been that kind of a night. And that 17 points that Pittsburgh's offense has absolutely nothing to do with. False start. They finally got DeJuan on that. It's been about what it's been. It's been what it's been. Every drive, finding a way to get behind the sticks. I mean, this feels familiar. This feels like the last year of Baker Mayfield. This feels like bad Baker right now. Like, this is what it's been. It's one game. I'm not going to overreact. I'm not going to say we got to bench Deshaun Watson because of it, but like, come on, man. We can't have very many more games like this. What is like the starkest difference between the offense I saw Watson in Texas with Houston versus what I see now? They barely ever get the ball in motion to these wide receivers. Just something don't look right with this offense. And it's not Pittsburgh's just a really good defense. You're just going to have nights like that, bad night on offense. It's one of those, like, no, something looks broken on offense. Like, either it's Deshaun that's broken or it's this offense schematically that's broken with Deshaun in it. But something's wrong here. We have seen Kevin Stefanski have good offenses without Deshaun Watson. We've seen Deshaun Watson have good offenses without Kevin Stefanski. Something is broken. Do you think Kevin has opened up the playbook? This isn't a question of if the playbook's opened up. Of course the playbook's opened up. It's the question of just like if the structure of this offense is a fit. Fourth and game here.
We saw early on this drive, they're going to give some things up and underneath throws and let them complete some passes. And then once they start getting down the field, they tighten everything up. 5-man rush and just nowhere for Watson to go. As he gets out of the pocket, he's looking, trying to find somebody. There's just no Robinson anywhere for him to throw in the coverage by the Steelers.
We're down to 10. This is the game for Cleveland if they want any chance. Watson.
No flag. They're gonna let them play on that. They're gonna let them play on that. Yeah. I mean, it's a little hole right there, but they're gonna let it play. Oh wow. I didn't see that angle.
A lot of the jersey with that right hand as they work along the sideline.
Yeah, it should have been a call, but man, like I'm not giving the offense the benefit of the doubt here, man. Like, yeah, that's about what it was, man. Like, I'm not surprised that ended up like that. You give up 17 points on offense and special teams, you're gonna lose the game. This is why Mike Tomlin doesn't go under 500, right? Like, if you've ever wondered how in the world does Mike Tomlin stay from getting under 500, this is how. Because his teams don't give up 17 points on turnovers and on special teams. Like, that's really what it is. A lot of people are going to have their hot takes about Deshaun after this, rightfully so. He played terrible. It's one game. The same way we would react to if he had one good game and not overreact to it in one way. It's the same way I want to not overreact to this in the other direction. But it's still not good.